My name is Elizabeth Anderson. I am an environmental modeling and testing specialist. My job is mainly to look at water quality, and so we're trying to make sure that the people of Minnesota, their surface waters, their groundwaters aren't impacted by any of the work we're doing at DOT or any of the work that the contractors are doing. I grew up in Minnesota. I've always been outside. I've loved the environment. It's something I'm really passionate about. I graduated from the University of St. Thomas with a BS in biology. During that time, I did research on an urban lake that was suffering from a lot of algal blooms. There, I really got interested in water quality, and I went on to get my master's degree from the University of Minnesota in the School of Public Health. I feel like I'm always learning from someone that knows a little bit about something that I don't, that impacts my field. I'm lucky to work with a lot of people that are well respected. Someone in the environmental type roles, you have to be able to anticipate and problem solve, I would say. Say that the stream is a little frozen, you have to have something to break that ice up so you can get the sample on time, because as we know, Minnesota is very fickle. Being entry level, the state's actually very competitive for young people. I would say get as much experience in undergraduate as you can. Any research or any other roles that have you out doing field work or working with the different laws and regulations that Minnesota has. There are a lot of benefits like the pension and the health care that draw a lot of people from Minnesota in. The work-life balance is what I value. We get paid overtime and we're able to take off time when we want it, which is very nice. Once you're in, but you do have to go through some interviews to get there. I was growing up, my favorite animal for the first 5 years of my life was a rainbow trout. So I think I was kind of destined for the field, but also it's just a really dynamic field that kind of allowed me to flow into wherever my interests were. So part of my role is actually assisting with prescribed burns. So along roadsides, we like to burn them to promote native plant growth and decrease the amount of invasive species and plants that are there. So we do that pretty much in the spring and in the fall when the weather cooperates, and I really enjoy doing that because it's a way to get out of the office for a day, obviously, but it's also a way to make sure that we're maintaining the roadsides correctly. We do lead paint testing, so lead paint is hazardous for the environment and humans, so we have to make sure that that regulated waste is being disposed of correctly. We want to make sure that we're doing our due diligence, covering all of our bases, and protecting the air, the water, the soil, and the creatures of Minnesota. I can hope that my work here impacts them positively.